So we'll see what happens with that. Now we got to talk about teams that didn't make any moves. There were some teams that were pushing to make some things happen. I mentioned one of them already. The Eagles. We know they've been. Everyone has said that they have the best GM in the league. They already made a trade for Kevin Byard, robbed the Titans back to back years. They went and got AJ Brown last year. They went and got Kevin Byard this year. Then they traded away a player, and they were thinking about moving one of the. I think it's Daryl Barnett. I could be saying his name wrong,
Derek.
but Derek
His name is
Barnett.
Derek Barnett.
So they was doing whatever they can to get him out the door, but nothing was made today. So, Carl, what are your thoughts on teams that didn't make trades today, including your team?
My team is fine. I mean, if we went and got Jalen Johnson, I was excited, but I don't think we need to make a move. I don't think it was like necessary. Now, the team I think that's going to regret not making a move, the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to regret not getting a running back. I think the running back issues, the running back woes will come and bite them in the behind later in the year. Tony Pollard experiment has not been working out great. I do think Tony Pollard is a great change of pace back. I think they should have been more aggressive trying to get Derrick Henry. That's what I thought Derrick Henry should go to, the Cowboys. If they get Derrick Henry and then, bring in Tony Pollard on third downs or, passing downs, or even use Derrick Henry in screenplays and stuff like that, that would have made the Cowboys and Dak Prescott more effective and more explosive. So I think the Cowboys will be my team that I feel like are going to regret not making a move.
Okay. Mark, what are your thoughts on what's the team you feel like should have made a move?
I feel like
I know you mentioned the Vikings, but who
the
else?
Raiders really should have made a move. The Raiders should have sacrificed Devontae Adams for another quarterback. That's what they really should have did. But I think the Raiders should have made a move. They could use some, defensive linemen, offensive linemen. Who's one of the best receivers in the league prime right now. So that right there is already hurting the NFL. They're taking away Devontae Adams prime right now. So, I mean, they should have traded him to somebody else and got some picks. They could have got some first rounds. Maybe, definitely day one or day two pick for Devontae Adams. So, I think the Raiders are a team that really should have, made some trades today or yesterday or throughout the season because they really have a situation going on over there.
Yeah, and they could have got a couple day one picks for Devontae Adams.
Yes, for sure. Last night he only got one catch for 11 yards, and it wasn't his fault.
And it's crazy because he had two. One play would have been 98 yards if he would have, not overthrown. The other play would have been a 64-yard bomb if he wouldn't have got overthrown. But
yeah, Jimmy G's.
You're wasting my man. You're wasting him. Please get him out of there.
Look at the quarterback. I'm sorry. This is not to say that Jimmy G is trash.
Chiefs should have been real aggressive with that one. So that's one of the teams.
It's in the division. I don't think they would have made that trade in division. I don't see that happening.
I don't see why not at this point.
I don't either, but I don't think they would have did that. I agree. I do believe they should have traded away Devontae Adams because they are wasting his talent. They are wasting his talent. He looked highly upset last night. But I kind of want to talk about the Eagles. I feel like they didn't really need to make any moves. I know that there were some things going on, so that maybe they should have, hurry up and do something to try to go get a corner because that's what they were looking at. They were looking at corner and linebacker. But you went and got Kevin Byard. That helps out your secondary. Bradbury and Slay are now back healthy. I don't think you really need to make any major moves. Especially with you having the best record in the NFL right now. You're looking like you and the Chiefs are favorites to go to the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs are of course ahead right now to win because they are the defending champions. But you were right there with them last year in the game, so we see that happening. Then we see what AJ Brown is doing: 6 straight games of 125 plus yards. You still got Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts had one of his best games. I don't think he really needed to make any big moves, so there shouldn't be any complaining in Philadelphia right now. But the Raiders definitely should have made a move. I feel like Adams should have been gone for a couple first round picks. You'd have been able to offset that. Even you might have put yourself in position to get one of these quarterbacks coming out of the draft this year. So you could have did that because Jimmy G is not going to be the answer for the future. Sorry, but not sorry. That's just pretty much that's just as obvious. You may want to think about getting another head coach as well, because I don't think Josh McDaniels is the answer. And at Vegas, we see what he did, and when he was with Denver, we saw the move he pulled against the Indianapolis Colts. He's pretty much, I believe, he's better off as offensive coordinator. But hey, you paid what you paid to be able to have him as your head coach. So this is what you got to deal with.
Now, Raiders also got Max Crosby. He is a dog.
Boy, he got Ravens written all over him.
Oh my gosh, he deserved to be somewhere else. He is a dog.
He got Ravens written all over him.
He is
and then dog. Another team I feel like no, not necessarily, but I feel like the Bengals might have missed out an opportunity to get something for T. Higgins, especially if they may or may not be able to sign him to a contract. I feel like they could have gotten at least a second or a third round pick for him. He's still a really good wide receiver, especially when healthy. So that's really my thoughts on the offseason. Well, not the offseason, but the trade deadline going past. But I'm excited. My team made a move. We wanted to do something with getting a defensive lineman in the corner. We didn't get the corner, but we got a defensive lineman. So we gotta improve. We're in a bye week, so let's see what happens after we come back and we play the Jaguars.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.